Uh-oh, you know what happened? The craziest trade in NBA history, bro. You know what we talking about, bro. Luka to LA. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Bam talking about hacked. Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero, Giannis. It's funny that De'Aaron Fox is like, I think, no, it can't do none of that. I mean, I think those are, dang, Kevin Huerter, Jalen Brunson, Rudy Gobert, Reggie Miller, CJ.
There aren't many things that can stop the entire NBA world in its tracks at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night. Did someone score 100 points? Did LeBron hastily retire in the middle of the season? What, did Michael Jordan come back out of retirement? What could possibly get everyone riled up out of
come back out of retirement? No.
Oh my God.
To LA.
We all said in unison as news broke that the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured this was just some big elaborate hack job.
Look at this. Just look at this. So the Lakers traded literally just AD, Maxey, Chrissy, and 2029 first round pick, which 2029 is 4 years from now. So NBA players are 20. So if you turn 20 minus 4, that kid's 16. That kid's a sophomore in high school. You feel me? And all they got was Luka. Like they got 3 players, but bro, Maxi Kleber, I guess he's a 4 or a 5. Markieff is like a 3 or a 4. Like, nah, bro.
And I was waiting for follow-up tweets saying, false alarm, the Mavericks actually aren't brain dead. I can't believe you guys fell for it. But within minutes, it was clear that this trade was unfortunately very real. And the Mavericks are in fact out of their minds. The same player who Mark Cuban said he would rather leave his wife before giving up. The same player who was responsible for a third of the organization's finals appearances. The same player who, by the grace of God, miraculously fell into their lap 7 years ago, is now gone. And after looking at the reported details of this exchange, how it went down and who was involved, this is, without exaggeration, the most shocking trade in NBA history. Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and DraftKings is here to now the reality of the situation should be setting in. It has not. A trade so insane that fans are now theorizing if the league did it for the sake of ratings. Imagine concocting a deal so heinous that your fans literally think you're doing it for clout. That is how crazy this trade is. And there's about a dozen reasons why this is legitimately the most shocking deal we have ever seen. First, according to multiple sources, none of the players even knew this trade was happening. Not Luka, not Anthony Davis, not even the Lakers GM LeBron James. As some sources put it, this deal materialized in the shadows. In the shadows? What is this, the Illuminati? What do you mean in the shadows? And turns out this was the cleanest way this deal could have gone down. Because the next component that makes this truly the craziest trade to ever happen, Luka never requested a trade. He's been in Dallas his entire career, and outside of a few rumors, nothing suggested he wouldn't be a lifer in that organization. There wasn't any buildup, there wasn't any reports of a disgruntled Luka making demands. It just happened. Out of the blue, which is reason number 3. The Mavs just traded away a top 3 asset in the NBA without even shopping him. No bidding wars, no asking around and assessing other offers. They just made the call to the Lakers and accepted the deal. Can you imagine the haul Dallas would have got if they actually shopped Luka around the league for a couple of months? Oh, you want to give us Luka? Here is our entire franchise, the players, the coaches, the building, the staff, my firstborn child.
Realistically, it would have been a Paul George, literally a Clippers Paul George trade. Like, you get Luka to the, I don't know why, to the Hornets for everything. You feel me? Y'all could have got it.
Take it all. Thanks for doing business. I'll figure out the details later. If Rudy Gobert is worth 2 starters, 5 first-rounders, and a pick swap. If Mikal Bridges is worth 5 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and a swap.
That was crazy.
If an aging Paul George is worth a rising SGA, 5 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps, can you imagine what a prime Luka Doncic would have fetched to the right team? Oh wait, I know. A 31-year-old Anthony Davis and a thank you note. It makes no sense. And that brings up reason number 4. The Mavericks were just in the finals last
Exactly.
year. We've seen players sign with other teams after a finals run. We've seen players demand trades after a great season. But we have never seen a team willingly cough up a megastar after being just 3 games away from winning a championship. It's unthinkable, because reason number 5, it's Luka freaking Doncic.
Luka Magic.
Do not trade Luka Doncic. If you were to rank players in the NBA on their trade value, starting with the players who are the most untouchable, non-negotiable, hang up the phone, and down from there, Luka is probably 3rd or 4th on that list. The only 2 players definitively ahead of him are Wemby and Jokic. Now just try to wrap your head around the deal a team would have to offer in exchange for Nikola Jokic, or what the Bucks would get in return for Giannis. Here's a hint, there isn't one, because they would never trade them away. The deal doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Tim McMahon of ESPN reported that Dallas had 2 major concerns in regards of Luka's future with the franchise. The first one being his massive $345 million 5-year extension,
he lost out
which
on
he
like
would have been
120.
eligible for this summer, and the second concern being his health and conditioning.
They said
In
he
other
wasn't-
words, the man was out of shape.
He was
So
too fat
let
to
me
give
get
him an
this
extra
straight. The Dallas
130
Mavericks
mil.
just traded away the best player of a generation, the future of their franchise, and the man that just got them to the finals on one leg because he put on a few pounds. For fuck's sake, Zion Williamson ate his way into load management, and he has spent the last 6 seasons in and out of rehab, and the Pelicans are still sticking by him.
Exactly.
Now, Zion didn't deserve that stray. Seems like a
No,
nice
he
guy.
didn't.
I wish him the best.
Yeah, he
but you
did.
get the point.
He
We
needs
are
to stop
now
messing
over
with
a
them
decade
bimbos.
into the process, and the Sixers have yet to move on from Embiid. It's one thing for a franchise player to want out, to sign with another team if they aren't happy and the opportunity presents itself. But for a franchise to pull the trigger and get rid of a megastar in his
got
prime
Klay
because of
Thompson, bro.
constant conditioning issues is criminal. There's really no precedent or great comparison for a trade like this. Because in the past, even when teams did trade a superstar, there was context behind those trades that at least made it seem justifiable. Either the star was exiting their prime and the team was trying to salvage some value before they inevitably left,
Yeah,
or despite
word.
how good the star was, the team wasn't finding much postseason success and wanted to go in a different direction. Or the star was bound to leave anyways, made it known, and the team had no leverage, so they were essentially forced into the trade. This deal between the Mavs and the Lakers has none of those elements involved. Luka didn't request a trade, he's 25 years old in his prime, and the Mavericks championship window just opened up. Now, as a Blazers fan, I am painfully aware of how hard it is to get your hands on a true franchise player. Painfully aware. In our team's entire 55-year
know.
existence,
Oh, you're a
we've
Blazers
had
fan,
3.
Jimmy High Roller?
The first one got hurt, the second one was incredible, the potential third one got hurt, and the actual third one was also incredible. That's about one superstar every 20 years. What does the lackluster history of my team have to do with this trade? Well, because the Mavericks should know a thing or two about keeping their hands on a generational talent.
Yeah, they had
Because
Dirk
in
for
their
20
franchise's
freaking
history,
seasons,
they've
bro.
only had 2 of them, Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. The first one spent his entire 21-year career in Dallas, facing ups
my bad,
and downs
21.
and winning arguably the heaviest and most challenging championship of our lifetime. And the second one, they traded away for AD in a box of scraps after just 6.5 seasons of a promising career. And as every fan of a non-major market team knows all too well, generational talents only come along once in a generation. The Mavericks aren't some hotspot for superstar talent. They don't get real chances to win it all often. Just 3 trips to the finals in 45 years. One of those trips at the hands of the guy who they just sent packing. They cannot afford to roll the dice and hope for greener pastures like some other teams can. You are not the Lakers. You get a player like Luka and you lock that
keep
man
him.
in and
Yeah.
throw away the key. What are we doing? It could be another 20 years before a player of Luka's caliber puts on a Mavericks jersey. And the team traded
Because in the same time they got Luka, well, the Lakers got Julius Randle, Lonzo Ball, or no, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Kyle Kuzma. We'll keep those 4. Those 4, 3 of those are all stars. You got a 6th man of the year. Like those are
him
Those are
away
franchise players.
because he was mildly out of shape.
They said this nigga a little bit too
makes
fat.
me
You're not
sick.
gonna find
This is coming from a
2/3 of
desperate
Luka.
man who's got 18 years left before I see another Dame. Which brings us to
Yes.
their second concern. Again,
Yes.
according to sources, the Mavericks were
Shaden
not
Sharp
keen
is
on
nice,
giving Luka
though.
an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league. But
of
if
all
the third
time,
best
I
player
think
in the
too,
world
damn
who
near.
gets
Yeah.
better in the playoffs is a perennial MVP candidate who's hitting his prime,
Them Laker ads going. I'm not gonna lie to you though. These Laker ads gonna go stupid. No cap.
The hell is? Dallas said that this was a win now trade, an oxymoron of a statement considering who they just traded and where he just got them last season. But superstars win championships. Superstars also cost a lot of money. And if you're not willing to empty your pockets, how committed are you to actually winning? In what world has being cheap ever won a team a title? It just seems completely
Never.
counterintuitive to what they're trying to
The
accomplish.
words are winning
Now,
them, and
the
they literally was
implications
cheating
of this trade
out the
for
salary
Lakers
cap
are just
because
as
they could pay
drastic,
for
but
it.
for entirely different reasons. For starters, this will be the first time in LeBron's entire career, youth, high school, NBA, a lifetime of basketball where he won't be the best player on his team, which is already a huge adjustment.
Are we? Oh wait, hold up. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. LeBron hasn't been better than AD any of these years, especially the bubble year. Nah, I can't. I love LeBron. LeBron's been the second fiddle since Anthony Davis joined the Lakers. I'm gonna be honest with you. LeBron's been second fiddle since AD joined the Lakers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just AD be hurt. I know he averaged like 54 games a season on the Lakers through the whole season, but he be hurt. I'm not gonna lie. He take it every couple days off. He still play more than Embiid though.
For him and the team as
But
a
he
whole,
better than
but
LeBron.
specifically
Only
because
32.
Luka and LeBron essentially do the same exact thing.
And one is 15 years younger. One's 25, one's 40. Yeah. 15. But I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what a 25-year-old LeBron looks like? If Luka was literally just a white 25-year-old LeBron, I'd be a lot happier with this trade. But he's more like, I say, maybe like a 33-year-old LeBron, like movement-wise, skill-wise.
Oversized on-ball floor generals with elite scoring abilities. In fact, they not only have the same.
Let's look at these stats. He's literally just slightly smaller LeBron. He's slightly smaller and Slovakian LeBron. Yeah, look at the goal. Yeah. Look at the goal.
Skill set, they take on the exact same roles on the court.
Mhm.
LeBron has always
He's not a
initiated
big,
the
though.
offense, even if it meant relegating point guards to other positions. And this usually worked in the past because no one did what LeBron could do nearly as good as he could do it.
But you know what this means? You need defense because instead of it being on some like, oh, LeBron's gonna switch to Jamal Murray in the playoffs. Jamal Murray's being guarded by Luka Doncic now. So you got Austin Reeves at your 2. Your guard, your front court are white men, are 2 white men, LeBron. You gonna have to guard Michael Porter Jr. the whole series, bro. I'm praying for you when that assignment comes for you. Or Jason Tatum. 40-year-old LeBron's going to guard Jason Tatum in a full final series. I don't know if you guys want to see that this summer. I don't know.
But now there's a guy who can do what LeBron can do, only better. So that means unless Luka and the Lakers are okay with him getting neutralized, LeBron will have to truly play off ball and within the flow of the offense for the first time in about 2 decades. 2 LeBrons on 1 team. Sounds great in theory, probably a bit redundant. Which leads me to believe the Lakers are actually playing a longer game with this trade. Sources report that the Mavericks are the ones that approached LA with this trade. And despite the Lakers playing fairly well as of late, I think they knew their chances of winning another title with the LeBron-AD duo was getting slim.
No,
with the option
you just
of
need an
trading
actual
away key
center.
pieces and
Get the
tripling
Dwight
down
Howard
on
and like,
40-year-old LeBron
if y'all would have
carrying
had
them to
Hardenstein
the
on the Dwight
promised
Howard,
land,
I
or
would have
trade
gave
for a
him
megastar that just
a
showed
big
up
chance
on
of
their
going to the
doorstep
finals.
5 minutes ago. They couldn't book AD's flight to Dallas quick enough, which makes me think this move was the first step into the post-LeBron era in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
As we all know, LeBron will more than likely retire within a season or 2, and the Lakers needed a new face for their franchise, and they just got it. Inexplicably,
hell yeah. I don't think he's going past
miraculously,
42.
in the most Lakers way
He getting that Bryce.
imaginable.
He getting that
I
Bryce
always
picture,
wondered
and
what
he's
LeBron's final
retiring.
years would look like, how he would go out, who would be around him, but never
Triple
in my
Bs.
wildest dreams did I
LeBron,
imagine it would be
LeBron,
playing
Bryce.
second fiddle to Luka Doncic
Bryce.
in a Lakers
Triple B,
jersey.
Bryce.
All in all, it seems like the Mavericks won this trade, if you zoom way in and look at this in an 18-month window. But zoom out, and the Lakers are looking around asking themselves how they just pulled off a bank heist. With AD, the Mavericks lineup looks good, possibly a winning formula.
But you want to know what this? You want to know what this turns into again? the Lonzo Ball trade. Lonzo Ball essentially got converted into Anthony Davis, into Luka Doncic. That's crazy, bro. Lonzo, I'm sorry, bro.
The Lakers got Luka Doncic, and in 20
I'm
years,
sorry.
fans will look back and wonder how one of the greatest players of all time in his prime was traded away on a random Saturday night.
Bro, it's literally like 11:30. That's crazy, right? That man doesn't know. That man doesn't know. Yeah. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that dandy tastics type of stuff. I think they play maybe tomorrow. I don't know, bro. We're gonna see when Luka's healthy. We need that first Luka, you feel me? Then sadly I'm gonna have to smoke on that AD spliff. But I don't know if I want to smoke on that AD spliff because we could look at Kyrie Irving's second ring and first Finals MVP. Yeah. See, here go. Yeah, hold up. Yeah. Be safe, y'all. Yeah.